Good morning, children. When you have school, you will be very busy in doing your work. You will study, you will read, you will learn many things, you will do so many activities, you will play also, you will have lot of fun with your friends. In the school, even you will share your food in the interval time and also in the lunch time. Apart from that, you will learn music, everything you will do it. Throughout the day, you will be very much busy in doing your work. So when you do your lot of work, you are quite busy in doing everything. But children, if you have a holiday, when you have a holiday, will your routine be the same? No, not at all. Your routine will not be same. So at that time, what do you do when you have a holiday? Your routine will be totally different. So what do you do, children? Yes, your routine changes and you do some other activities, or you will be a bit lazy to do your work. The lazy frog. Fred is a very lazy frog who lolls all day upon a log. He always manages to shirk doing a single stroke of work. His poor old mother calls in vain. Come in and help. He doesn't bother to move 2 inches, much preferring to be extremely hard of hearing. He lies there in a silent heap. He stays conveniently asleep. If a lady frog hops past, you would think he would get up at last to bow and help her on her way. But no, I am ashamed to say that when a lady frog comes by, he doesn't open up one eye. Fred is a very lazy frog who lolls all day upon a log. So, what is the name of the frog? It is Fred. So, the Fred is very lazy who lolls. Lolls means to lie around lazily. So, lazily it will lie down. So, where does it lie down, children? It lies upon a log. So, what is log? Trunk of a tree that has been cut. That is the middle part of the tree which has been cut. On that you find Fred lying. So, how does it is lying? It is lying very lazily. He always manages to shirk doing a single stroke of work. Shirk means to not do something you should do. So, he refers to the frog. So, frog means Fred. So, he manages not to do the thing. So, it manages very well not to do the thing. Doing a single stroke of work. So, little bit of work it does it, and remaining part of the work it manages not to do it. His poor old mother calls in vain. His poor. His refers to whose? Fred's. Fred's mother calls him, but in vain. In vain refers to uselessly. It is useless calling him. He doesn't bother. So, come in and help. He doesn't bother. So, come in and help. Who is telling here, children? It is his mother. His mother is Fred's mother calls him, but it is in vain. It means useless. So, Fred doesn't bother to listen to his mother. And why mother is calling? Mother is calling to help her. But is Fred going? No, he is not going. To move 2 inches, much preferring to be extremely hard of hearing. So, he doesn't even bother to move 2 inches. So, and he much preferring to be extremely hard of hearing. So, he doesn't prefer here refers to like something better. So, he doesn't even hear what mother he prefers. He pretends as if he doesn't hear what mother is, whether mother is calling him or not. He lies there in a silent heap. Heap means large quantity of things. Something very like a heap. So, like a heap, he lies on the log and he doesn't bother when mother is calling, when mother is asking him to help, he doesn't even bother to help his mother. He lies there in a silent heap and stays conveniently asleep. So, happily, very conveniently, he sleeps on the log. If a lady frog hops past, past means if the Fred is here and lady frog is moving past, you would think he would get up at last. So you would think or you would imagine that when the lady frog is moving past, he might get up and look at that lady frog. But to bow and help her on her way. So why the poet is thinking that Lady Frog, when Lady Frog comes past him, he may get up, but to bow and help her on her way. So when the Lady Frog is moving, he may bow. Bow means to respect. In respect, bow means to bend your head to show respect, to show respect towards that Lady Frog, and also to help her also, to bow and help her on her way. But no, I am ashamed to say. I refers to the poet. I refers to the poet. Poet says that I am very much ashamed that when that Lady Frog is moving past, he doesn't even get up. He doesn't even respect. Neither he wishes her, nor he looks at her, and even he doesn't even help her. That when a Lady Frog comes by, so when the Lady Frog is coming by, at that time he doesn't even bother to get up, neither wishing her nor helping. He doesn't open one eye. So even one eye also he doesn't open to look at the Lady Frog. Now here you see the children, anonymous. Anonymous is actually, we don't know who is the poet. Anonymous means we don't know who has written this poem. Okay. So when we don't know, he is unknown to us. So then we say anonymous. Clear, children? Now look at the picture, children. See here Fred, he is lying on the log. And see how lazily he is lying down. And look at her mother. See, mother is calling Fred. But is he moving? Is he getting up from there? No, not at all. He is not at all listening to her call. And also look at this frog. Look at this Lady Frog. See how beautiful she is looking. But is he getting up from there to help her, or neither to bow at her to show respect? No, he is not even bothering about the Lady Frog. Okay, children? Now, after learning the poem, let us know the rhyming words of the poem. Rhyming words are the words that have same sound at the end of each line. Now, look into the rhyming words, children. See here the first line, the last word. What is the last word? Frog. So we will underline this. So next line you go, children. Log. So frog, log. So these two have the same sound. Next, shirk. Then work. So both the words have same sound. Shirk, work. K. Then vain. Bother. Do they rhyme, children? No, they don't rhyme. They don't have the same sound. Next one is preferring and hearing. Ring, ring. So, sound. It has the same sound. Then, heap and asleep. So, both of them are sounding same. Then, next line, last word, past. Then, last. Past and last are rhyming. Then, way, say. Both the words are rhyming, have the same sound. By and I. Both have the same sound. So these are the rhyming words. And here we don't have these two. Vain and bother. They are not rhyming at all. So the remaining words, frog, log is rhyming. Shirk, work is rhyming. Preferring, hearing is rhyming. Heap and asleep is rhyming. Then past and last, both the words are rhyming. Say and way, both are rhyming. Then by and I, both are rhyming. Is it clear, children? Now, let us know the rhyme scheme of this poem, The Lazy Frog. So, first of all, we should know what is rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme is the arrangement of the rhyming words at the end of each line. So how these rhyming words are arranged, that we should know it. So in order to make the rhyme scheme, we put the first alphabet in English for the first word. So what is the first word in the English alphabet? A. So for the first word, we will put A. So now we are writing the rhyme scheme. So frog. So for the frog, for this one we are going to put A. Now frog. After frog, what is the next word? Log. Is frog matching, or is the sound of this frog is going with log? Yes. So again we'll put the same letter. If it differs, then we have to go to the next alphabet. Now next, shirk. Shirk, work. Shirk, is shirk rhyming with log and frog? No. So we will take this is a new word. So which is not rhyming with the previous two words. So we will take next alphabet is B. Now shirk, work. Both are rhyming. So we will take the same alphabet B. So now next one. Vain. So vain, is it rhyming with work? No. Is it rhyming with shirk? No. Is it rhyming with log? Is it rhyming with frog? No, it is not rhyming. So which letter shall we take, children, next after B? We'll go to C. Very good. Next after that, vain, after vain, next word, last word is bother. Is bother rhyming with any of the word above? Just think. See the sounds? No, it is not rhyming. So we will take, this is a new word then. So we will take a D. Then go to the next one. Next one is preferring. Preferring, hearing. So preferring is a new word. Preferring, is it rhyming with the next one? Bother, vain, work, shirk, log, frog. Is it rhyming with anyone? No, it is not at all rhyming with any of the words above. So we will take another alphabet after D, E. Then hearing. Hearing, is it rhyming with preferring? Yes. So we'll take up the same alphabet. Is it clear, children? Are you following me? Now next one is heap. Heap is this word. This is a new word. Is it rhyming with any of the words above? Heap, per sound, the sound. Hearing, preferring, bother, vain, work, shirk, log, frog. No, it is not rhyming with any of the other rhyming words. So we will take up after E which alphabet, children? F. Then asleep. Asleep. Is it rhyming with any of the other word? Just see. Look at it. Asleep, heap. Both are rhyming. So when these two are rhyming, we'll take up the same alphabet. F. Is this clear, children? Are you all following me? Then, so from here to here, we have completed one stanza. So the rhyme scheme of this stanza is A, B, B, C, D, E, E, F, F is the rhyme scheme of this stanza. Now see the next stanza, children. In the next stanza, what is the last word? Past. So for the past, which alphabet should we write? Yes, very good. A. Now after this, next line is the last word. So past, last, both are rhyming? Yes, they are rhyming. So we will write same alphabet. If it is not rhyming, then we will go to the next alphabet, children. Now next one is way. Way, is it rhyming with last and past? No, not at all. It is not rhyming. So which alphabet should we take? Next alphabet after this. So this is a new word. We say that this is a new word which is not sounding with past and last. So we will take B. Now see the next word. Next rhyming word, that is say. Say, is it rhyming with way? Yes. Is it rhyming with last? No. Is it rhyming with past? No. So to which it is rhyming? Way. To this sound it is rhyming. So here we will take B. So this and this both are same. So we have taken B. Now next line, children. The last word is buy. So buy, say. Buy, the sound buy, say. So are they rhyming? No. Even though Y alphabet is ending, but it is not rhyming. Then the sounds are different. Then way, last, past. So buy is not rhyming with any of these four rhyming words. So which alphabet shall we take now, children? Tell me. Yes, very good. It is C. Next alphabet we have to take. Now see the last one. It is I. So I, is it rhyming with buy? I, buy. S. Very good. Then say, no. Way, is it rhyming? The sound is it same? No. Last and past. No, it is not rhyming. So it is rhyming with buy. So we will keep the same one. Is it clear, children? So now the first one, the first stanza rhyming scheme is A, then B, then C, D, then E, and F. This is for the first stanza, the rhyme scheme is A, B, then C, D, E, and F. Now for the second stanza, children, A, B, and C. Is it clear, children? Have you all understood? Yes. Now, from this poem, what did you understand, children, from this lazy frog? Yes. Should we be like this lazy frog? No, not at all. We should be very active in doing our daily work. We have to learn the things, new things we have to learn, and we have to listen to our parents and help our parents, children. Is it clear, children? Yes. Thank you, children.